Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. It's flight number 124 airborne. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, and we are live. As usual, we're gonna talk about the match, the big game tomorrow, Wednesday, the Carabao Cup. We will go into details, press conference reaction, Thomas Tuchel's explanation on the apology of Lukaku. We will talk about that also here on this platform. And I'm not here alone. I'm being joined here by my wonderful analysts and then football pundits that you can see the finest on the YouTube. Steven, Hamsmaster, Kwesi, Jerome, and then the stubborn Hamsmaster is here with us. You're going to find these people on YouTube. They are here with us today. And then we're gonna go in and go through our injury list, player availability for the game tomorrow, and if Lukaku will be in the mix. You know how Chelsea fans are going to receive the prodigal son, Lukaku, the snake that was in the house. Was in the club. Is he still in there? Is he still the snake? Or Chelsea fans have forgiven him? We will go into it. We go into details on the issue. As usual, I'm your host for the program, Needs Zion. Welcome to the stream, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you guys on again. And then there's too much to dissect and even and talk about here. But I'm gonna start with Fairboy up there. What do you make of the whole press conference? I'll let everybody have his say. What do you make of the whole press conference, Fairboy? Is there any specific topic or question that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think Thomas Tuchel talked about how he involves his team in decision making, and that's great to hear.
Right.
If you have a leader or a manager like that, you understand how the camp would be like. A manager who is willing to listen, a manager who wants to listen to the inputs of everyone involved to make them feel like the ideas are relevant to him. That's the sort of manager he has shown himself to be, and how he has handled the Lukaku situation is superb. And we hope that things continue that way. He has shown a certain sort of professionalism in the way he answers the journalist, and I hope that a lot of the players who listens to his press conference today can learn something from it. A lot of them. So I was quite happy with that.
Yep, thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time to give us your view on the press conference today. We're going to start with the old man, Jerome. What's up, Jerome? What's your impression of the press conference?
Well, I think he said, I'll start with Timo. Timo seems like he's going to be back at the very least on the bench, and he'll come off the bench, which is good. That's another attacker back, another player back. Then there's Lukaku. Mixed emotions. I think I'm content at the moment. The problem is, though, I think the best way to put it, I've seen another Chelsea fan on Twitter put it, is I want what's best for the club, what's best for our club,
Yeah.
my club.
Yeah.
And if Tuchel decides that's playing him, then so be it. But I think what Lukaku has done, he's pretty much destroyed the emotional connection that I would have had with him. Like if we were to win the Champions League this season, for example, and he was going to be a big part of that, I would be very happy. I'd be obviously, but just that emotional tie I have to other players, I don't think I can get that with him now. He's probably destroyed that forever, which is a shame, really, if he does stay. But yeah, I'm content. If whatever Tuchel decides, I'm happy. So if he's decided this, then yeah.
I agree with you. I just we all sin and then come for the glory of God. When we sin, we go to our parents and then we apologize because they know better. So I agree with you as a Chelsea fan. If you really want to forget about it and then move on with our number one striker, I want to say big up to Kwesi Chere in the comment section below. Thank you for being here, brother, and thank you for supporting the platform as usual. It would be nice to have you on one day and let me know your opinion on how you love your wonderful Chelsea Football Club. I'm gonna go to Hams Master. Tell me what's your take on the press conference today? Is there any specific question an answer from Thomas Tuchel that you want to talk about, Mr. House Master? Over to you.
So, first I will start with the players out for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um, Timo Werner, he said he's looking good in training. He feels much better. Um, Christensen is a doubt for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chalobah is out. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. That is all the injuries.
Hmm.
But besides that, I'm going to talk about the way he handled the Lukaku situation, where I believe he handled it pretty well. I'm very happy. The sort of manager, he's a very open-minded manager.
Yeah.
He's he said the way how the supporters react is he's aware of what happened and he feels he's responsible to clean the mess up. But there still may be smell of course, but we are happy that he's our player and we'll protect him.
Hmm.
Protect him if someone strongly disagrees, this is about the team with everything we do.
Right.
So what he says here, I believe he's everything is in the past, and he Lukaku apologized to everyone, including the fans and everyone, and he's now the situation is now disclosed. It's closed now, so now this is no longer um a mess anymore because this is all resolved in a professional manner. Like Tuchel spoke about things, like he's very committed with the team. We're committed and um yeah, he feels like he's emotional. He's Tuchel's very open-minded, so I'm happy that this is sorted out. But I don't accept Lukaku's apology. I don't accept it. But he's in our club, so I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Well, I understand if you don't accept really, really like the apology. You're human, and then your opinion is much more acceptable. I don't know. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to Lukaku's issue. Let me go to Steven. Let me know what Steven want to say about the whole issue of Lukaku. Steven. No, not the whole issue of not the whole issue about Lukaku. The
no,
press
about
conference.
the
Yeah.
conference.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I believe he actually said Christensen is out, like ruled out.
Yeah.
Chalobah's out. Timo, he said, could probably get minutes off the bench, but they had a session after the conference, so it was going to basically make a final decision on that during that session. Yeah. And then obviously Reece and Chilwell, he didn't obviously mention because we know they're done for quite a while. Well, Chilwell this season, Reece 6 to 8 weeks minimum. On the Lukaku thing, because that was basically the only other thing he got asked about outside of the injuries. It was only Lukaku, the injuries, and briefly on Thiago Silva. But yeah, on the Lukaku thing, look, I'm a Chelsea fan. He's apologized to the club, to the board, the teammates, the players, the fans. At the end of the day, he's a player for the club I support, and whether you like it or not, it's someone who can help us in the season. And if he helps us, then just suck it up and deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want your team to do well. So you gotta have to support every player regardless.
Right.
And just quickly on Silva, he was asked about Silva. He said he's like Benjamin Button, like he ages like reverse. So I found that quite funny. But I know we're on about the conference, but I did read before we came on that essentially Juventus are in the race for Rudiger, but they're not the favourites. We found out yesterday that Real Madrid are out of it, so I think the only ones left, I think it was PSG and maybe Real Madrid. No, Real Madrid, I just said dropped out. I think it was PSG and maybe Bayern might have been the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only other ones that there was. In terms of the Rudiger thing, whilst I'm quickly on. But yeah, there's not much more about the conference really.
Okay, so I know about 80% of the conference has to do with Romelu Lukaku, the interview with with Sky Sports, and also the apology. From what we've known now, are you guys okay with Lukaku not being found? Before I go in, let me acknowledge some of our friends over here. I want to acknowledge MG the Goat. He said, "I'm now a Chelsea fan, Luhat." That's what he gave us, and he said, I was a muted fan before." MJ, the same person said that. Thank you. Happy to be a part of it. Subscribe, MJ, and share the video. MJ, what do you say, Hams?
He said he was a United fan before. Okay, I don't welcome you.
No, he didn't
Johnny
say.
Ragnick.
No. He did not say he was a United fan. He was. Oh yeah. Sorry, he said he was a Man United fan before.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, he was a Man United fan before. Yeah, that's what he said. I mean, it's nice to see. It's nice to see people moving from United and coming to join Chelsea. MJ, we are happy to have you here, and it would be nice to have you on our platform. We want to have you here so we can have the inside flow of what it is when you used to be a Manchester United fan. So MJ, check in my video description. I have the Discord link is right there. Join the Discord so I can have you as a Manchester United fan to be a main part of our platform over here. We can hear your voice, just like you can hear me on YouTube. We want to have you here, so we want to know what it is like to be a United fan in the past and now a Chelsea fan. If it is true that you are a Chelsea fan, he said, "My brother support Chelsea, so I was the odd one out." Yeah, thank you for being part of us and being the blue. Our spirit is we never. Yeah, thank you very much. Want to know, be part of us here. You see Lukaku right now? He's right there. Look at his ball head. He's the guy we are talking about. If you look at the screen, you see Lukaku. I'm pointing at his bald head. Look at that.
Yeah,
See?
the lamp.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
lamppost over there. He's the guy we are talking about. Yeah. So so many questions has been asked. Lukaku I've sent a video out also. You guys can check the video out. The apology from Romelu Lukaku. You guys can check it out. If you haven't seen, it's on Twitter, it's on YouTube. I also posted it out on my platform, and people can check that out. You know. So we want to go in. From the way Lukaku talk and apologize. I'm gonna start this from Quixi. Let's talk Lukaku before we go back to the press. The game tomorrow. Let's talk Lukaku. You in your own perspective and whatever he says, do you really deeply forgive Lukaku? And then one of the questions that was being asked to Lukaku to Thomas, was being asked to Thomas Tuchel. They asked him after the interview, did Lukaku walk away feeling that he has a long term contract? Long term has a future with the club. And then look, he went ahead and said he doesn't really know. He has a 5-year contract with the club, and then he doesn't really know with Lukaku. But Lukaku answered that question himself in the interview. What's your take on that, Quissy?
There was one person who said that Lukaku should just make a public apology. That's it. He should just make a public apology. Of course, when you sent the video and I was listening to it,
Yeah.
it was like he seemed to have been contradicting what he was saying about some few weeks ago about his love for Inter and other things. Now saying he's much more dedicated to Chelsea. So I was like, this man, he just wants to please us or what? But of course, he has made his apology. Chelsea fans, let's just accept the apology. Okay. He says he's sorry. He's going to show by his actions that he's actually dedicated or committed to the club. We want to accept that. Let's take it as one of the sins he has committed and he's been forgiven and it's been cancelled. Okay. If it happens that he repeats that mistake or he does something else that is not in line with how we expect him to behave, then of course we have the right to slate him. But for now, he has said sorry. He has come out. He has listened to the fans who are demanding that he offers a public apology, and he has done that. So let's wipe his sins off and give him a fresh start, a new start to life in our club. So That's what I feel about the Lukaku situation. So far as Lukaku can show that he's dedicated to our club, trying, working hard to make sure that our team wins, even when we are in adversity, that to me is okay. It's enough.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I think a performance on the pitch speaks louder than coming out to apologize to the whole entire world. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. With I don't know what do you think, Jerome. Jerome, say whatever you want to say. Say it out. Say it out.
About Lukaku,
Yeah,
Lukaku, right?
yeah, still Lukaku.
I don't know what I can add. It's just about I think the problem is I'll never feel the same about the player. Maybe I'll never be like the same with the emotions. But whatever. As I said, I back this manager. Whatever the manager decides, what is best for the club, and if he decides this is what's best, then I trust him and I back the manager with his decision. And same with the Abramovich. Apparently, Abramovich backed Tuchel in his decision, so that's good.
Yeah.
Board backing him in the decision, so that's good. So let's just we just have to back the manager and just wait now. Hope and Lukaku. The best way Lukaku can shut up the haters and get some fans back on side, he needs to score goals and he needs to play well. Maybe we maybe if we win a few trophies this season with him, then I think it'd be good to go.
Right, I agree with you. He need to put some more performance on the pitch, get goals, get goals. So tomorrow will be a test for Lukaku. If really Chelsea fans have forgiven him, tomorrow will be a very big test for Lukaku. I don't know what you're saying about it, Steven.
What about Hams? Has Hams said anything yet?
No. Oh, Hams. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
Sorry, I skipped you. Sorry, my brother.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, it's disappointing to see him, publicly saying stuff at first, shots about the club, and said stuff like he wants to go, he's missing Martinez, all that kind of stuff. And at the time I felt very disrespected, and when someone says that, I felt like so offended because we bought you for £100 million or 97 to be exact, and you act like that. But then, yeah, he apologized, and whether I don't accept it or not accept it, he's our player, unfortunately, and he's gonna be here, and we're gonna have to, watch him play. So we're gonna have to back him and back the manager's decision of playing him. So it is what it is. So we have to see what happens with Lukaku, wherever he steps up.
Yeah.
And before helps us win trophies, if he helps us, then every fan is gonna forget about it. I guess whoever hasn't forgiven him, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you, Hams, for taking the time to let us know what you think. MJ, the goat, said it's up to him to decide. He said he did the same at United. He talked. I'm not so sure about when he was at United in a talk that really broke out much more than he did with Sky Sports with this interview. I'm not sure when he was at United if anything of that nature really came out. But yeah, but besides that, thank you very much, Hams. I'm gonna go on Steven on Lukaku. He's deeply, if he really forgave Lukaku for this incident.
I mean, it goes without saying, like we're all annoyed about what happened and the comments. But look, if Tuchel has forgiven him, yeah, and I believe Tuchel's exact quote was something along the lines of, oh, actually, before I get onto that, Marina Granovskaya was also involved in the meeting that Tuchel had with Lukaku.
Yeah.
So that tells you like how deep this runs. Like the board were directly involved. Like sometimes it's just a manager and whatnot. But they actually had Marina involved in this meeting.
Right.
I think that says it all. And then obviously she'll feed back to Roman and whatnot. But look, if Marina's happy, Roman's happy, the rest of the board's happy, Tuchel's happy, teammates are happy, whatnot, then look, if he does something stupid again, then obviously we're gonna be annoyed. But for now, if he's got to help us, then let's move on. Because body directly involved with him, the teammates, the coaching staff, and everyone at the club, seems to believe it and think that he's corrected his mistake and he's like apologized and they're happy with the apology and whatnot.
Mhm.
If it happens again, different story, completely different story. But I think he's probably realized his mistake. I genuinely believe that. And before this all came out, don't forget, like, that was filmed, a month and a bit ago now? When he came back off of COVID and injury, he'd scored in his last 2 games before he got dropped because of this interview.
Yeah.
So if he keeps up that form for the rest of the season, then he's got to help us. So you can't complain if he's helping us. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
If he's helping us, deal with it. It's
I mean,
for the benefit of the club.
I mean, one way or the other, we spend a lot of money on him, bringing him to the club. So if you
Right.
put him on the side and it's not playing football, we have to know he's human being. It will affect his career. It will affect his whole entire family, and also it will affect the football club as well. As we need someone to bang in goals, and we know this guy can do it one way or the other. Although he's not the greatest striker of all time, but then he still knows how to score goals. This is coming from Kwesi. He said what we need from him is goals and also getting our 3 points. If he bags hat tricks consistently, everything will be forgotten and forgiven. Which it is true. I believe it what PC
But then
stated.
nobody bags hat tricks consistently. Not even Ronaldo and Messi do that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those criticism even now didn't listen to Tuchel's words. Move on, folks. Stop promoting the media. BS.
He did say
Night Fox, yeah.
about the way it was put across by the media and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But he did also say, before I get on to the one about the media, which happened earlier on in the conference, he did also say, like, Lukaku speaks openly, like, very openly, like, with the media and in the dressing room and with Tuchel himself. And he said, like, while we appreciate it, maybe it was too open and in a direction that the club and supporters can be offended, which which they have the right to. So us, the supporters and the club, have the right to be. Which is right. I mean, of course, people have the right to be, but at the same time, if he's apologized and he's gonna work hard to make up for it, and he's gonna help us in our fight for trophies this season, so be it. If he wants to continue being I'm not even gonna say the word. You can put whatever word you want to put in there. Yeah. Then that, at that point, if he continues doing stupid things like this, then at that point, if it's a consistent problem, that's when you have to look at it and go, this is a serious character problem, and we've not got the right player here.
I agree with you. Yeah.
He's apologized. We move on. If it happens again, we have the discussion again, and we see where we stand with it.
Yeah, Hamsma said there in the chat said I don't forgive him, but I have to deal with it. Absolutely. I mean, you have your own right not to forgive him. And then what do you guys make of the other news that came up from Howard Webb? Was it Howard Webb?
Howard Webb?
No, sorry, not Howard Webb is a referee, right? He used to be a referee. Former referee, not Howard Webb. I was talking about is it what's his name? The former Everton goalkeeper, Tim Howard. It's Tim Howard. Tim Howard. People describe him. Talksports describe him as a snitch. He's a snitch because he had a testimony conversation with Lukaku where he said at the moment he was asking Lukaku the question, and then he said that Lukaku told him at the moment things are very hot that he can't say anything right now, but he still got having the meeting and he has more to say. Howard, after having this conversation with Tim Howard Tim Howard brought this news out, and then people describe him as a snitch. What do you guys make of that? Also,
Who you we starting with?
anyone can come in with this. Anyone can come in.
Oh,
Anyone at all. Jerome can come in. Anyone.
My phone's really low
Who's
battery. It was going to die. I put it on charge and it died, but it's fine now. Well, Tim Howard interview. What are we talking about now? Sorry.
Basically, Lukaku messaged Tim Howard, yeah,
Yeah.
and then Tim Howard said live on TV, I believe it was for NBC, what Lukaku had messaged him. Like, people are calling Tim Howard a snitch and all this sort of stuff.
What do you think, Jerome? Do you think he's a snitch? Having a private conversation on the phone and brought it up on air.
It's a weird one. A snitch. I don't know. There's no point getting too carried away. He's gonna text people, and he's human. He's gonna be emotional. He's an emotional guy. It seems like, you know.
No. The main contest.
We're saying about Tim Howard
Oh,
airing the conversation publicly on TV for everybody to hear. Like, is Tim Howard in the wrong for
he
what he
shouldn't
did?
do. Maybe he shouldn't do that, but you know.
Well, I don't think he has every right without getting the permission from Lukaku to put out on air. It's a private conversation. It was a text exchange of text message. Well, breaking news right now. Fabrizio Romano just tweeted, Insigne has made a shock move to MLS.
Yeah, MLS. But he's going at the end of the season. So he's got to finish the season in Italy, and then he's going there.
Yeah. So now let's move on. Let's look at the injury situation. Players that are out of the game.
We're going one by one, no?
Yeah. Now we're gonna go one by one. Yeah, with this one, we're gonna look at the injury situation. Going through the class. I'm gonna start from Kwesi over there. Kwesi, what do you think? We have Mendy out, Chalobah out, Kai Havertz doubtful, Christensen also doubtful.
Nothing was said about Havertz.
Yeah, Kai Havertz is not fully fit from what I read from other sources. He's not really fully fit, but then he's in the, he'll be in there. He's out or in. He's doubtful, so I put him in the out players, and he's also in the in players. So yeah, what do you think? Can we do it, Kwesi? Can we do it? If there's a player that I didn't say, you can bring him out.
Oh yeah, I think you've mentioned a whole lot. Well, the problem is that where the injuries has affected so much is our backline, and our wing backs. So that is where we are really lacking, really lacking. We are really suffering over there. So the fact that these players are out, and perhaps some of their injuries will take a longer time for them to heal. Chalobah will be out for how many months? I think 2 months or so. Is that how serious his injury is?
No, I haven't heard about how long you'll be out. Nobody knows. I don't know about it.
I presume they're still waiting on the scans because the game was only Thursday? No.
Okay.
The game was only the other day. So
yeah,
that's the one, Sunday. So they'll only get the scans probably.
Did you really get that from somewhere, Kwesi? Did you get that
I think yes.
Injury news?
I saw. Yeah, it's like I saw someone show this. Was it 2 weeks or 2 months? I just don't remember.
2 weeks.
And I think Christensen will be longer, right?
No, if you say
re-aggravation of his back, there's no reports on how long any of the players will be out for.
Yeah, it can. What I'll say is it can be 2 weeks because the game was just recently played against Liverpool and he was part of the game, so I don't think it was 2 weeks. But anyway, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
But the problem is if these players are out and it will take a longer time for them to return, then it means that those who are forced to play would have a lot of responsibility, a lot of load on them to play. And that's what I fear. I fear that by these players going out, those players who are coming in will have to play a whole lot of matches, and it could affect them. I'm even feeling for the likes of Silva and Aspilicueta, who are the old guys in our team. Rudiger is relatively young, so he can handle the pressure. But these two players, it will be hard. But I think that they are good enough to play against them, Tottenham Hotspur, for that one for sure. But looking at the scope, like the stretch of the season, the entire season,
Yeah.
those players we've just mentioned who are on our injury list will be a big miss for us. So I hope they return as quickly as possible so that they can help our team.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I mean, Mendy will be a big miss for our game tomorrow. So it's London derby, and also, let me go on to quick. Jerome.
I have a question.
Yeah, go
I have
ahead.
a question about the Mendy thing. It's I think maybe Steven will know more about it. If what's it called? They like the
Senegal.
AFCON goes to the if they get to the final on the 6th of January,
Yeah.
will he be back for the World Cup even if they get to the final?
Where's the AFCON being held?
What was the question again? What was the question again?
In somewhere else.
If Senegal get to the final of
Yeah.
AFCON and they win it, would Mendy make it back for the Club World Cup? On February the 6th. Because our first game is on February the 9th, but I'm not sure when we register the squad or fly out.
But AFCON is gonna take about 4 weeks. It will take about 4 weeks, a month.
If he gets to the final, then yeah.
Yeah.
What's the where's it being played again? Cameroon, right?
No,
Yeah, Cameroon.
he's playing against Cameroon. Are you talking about his club country?
Where
they
is
are
it being
hosting
held,
it?
the tournament?
Yeah, Cameroon. Yeah. Samuel Eto'o as the FA president.
I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just looking at the dates quickly, just check something. So yeah, the final will be on the 6th of February. So it's possible, I guess, because in theory he could get flights from there and then maybe stop over and then join up with the team and then fly straight back over towards like the UAE and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Yeah, we need him for the Club World Cup.
Big up to you on Chelsea perspective on the chat. Big up to you. Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
So just quickly, Nazan, you said that Mendy would be a big miss for tomorrow. He wouldn't have played tomorrow anyway because Kepa would have played regardless because it's a cup competition.
Yeah, I understand.
They're not gonna play. They're not gonna go. Oh, it's the first cup game after Mendy's gone and Kepa's gonna be our number one. So Bettinelli's playing because you aren't just gonna throw Bettinelli in out the cold, so to speak. Say, here's your first game. It's against Tottenham when you've got a non-league team that play in the National League on the weekend, and you'll just throw him in for that.
Yeah, let me see what Kwesi saying over here. It says that the whole AFCON players will miss about 3 matches maximum. 3 matches maximum in the I think the
3
club.
minimum because there's 3 group games.
Yeah. So probably all those players going to the AFCON players for the the Club World Cup will miss about 3 matches. 3 matches. And how many matches are we supposed to play? So usually the big teams in the European teams those that win the Champions League don't play that many matches, isn't it?
So with the way it's worked out, it's not too bad with how AFCON's worked out. Yes, we've got big matches, but in terms of numbers, I don't think the numbers that Mendy will miss is too bad in terms of the league.
Yeah.
It's mostly cup competitions because actually, is it? Yeah, because we got FA Cup
Tottenham.
next weekend.
Tottenham twice.
Yeah, that's in Carabao Cup. That's midweek anyway. I'm gonna get the dates up again just this time on my laptop so I can work it out.
All right. Whilst you're doing that, let me.
The first game is on the 9th of January. The first games are on the 9th. The first one for Senegal, I think, is the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 10th. So if I quickly go down, their second one's on the 14th of January, and their third and last group game is on the 18th of January. So the earliest, which which won't happen because they will get out their group. Earliest would be the last game to be the 18th for Senegal.
Okay.
They'll get past because of who's in their group. So
Yeah, that's something that we have to be looking at when time is getting close. Player availability.
Zimbabwe, Malawi, or something, and Guinea. So they're definitely getting out of that group.
Yeah, the AFCON starts in about 2-3 days. I mean, 3-4 days time. Very soon.
5 days. 5 days.
5 days. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna look. Let's look into player availability, players that we have for the game tomorrow. Before we do the lineup prediction lineup, let's do this real quick. I'm gonna start with the Hams Master. Hams player availability. He's been quiet for a while, so I'm jumping onto him. Hams. Before I go to Jerome, player availability.
Available.
Players that we have available tomorrow.
Players we have available.
Yeah. Take us through it.
So Reece James injured. I think he's injured for like 6 weeks, possibly. He doesn't need surgery. Chilwell's out for the rest of the season. Loftus-Cheek, I believe, is injured, but he might be. Is he in? I believe.
Training. He's been back in
he's
training
back.
since before Liverpool.
Okay, he's back. Timo Werner's back. Christensen's a doubt. He's out. Chalobah is out as well. So it seems that we picked up a lot of injuries, which is not a good sign when you have games coming quick and fast. So other than that, we should be good to go. Mendy was never going to start because he's not a cup goalkeeper. Kepa will get his call to the squad while what's his name? Mendy's in AFCON, so Kepa has a chance to improve himself. So what are the injuries? I think what's it? I don't know if Tottenham have injuries. Does Tottenham have any injuries? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they've got a few as well.
I heard what's his name? Steven Bergwijn, Christian Romero, and Sessegnon all remain out of contention. That's all I heard for our team. I heard that's all I heard for Tottenham.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I heard. Yeah.
Oh, big up to you, VJ. Nice to always see you supporting. So yeah, let's look at the our minute. I mean, let's did I go to Quincy? I mean, are you guys all okay with the players that we have coming in tomorrow? I mean, playing tomorrow with any injury before we go to the predicted lineup.
Yeah,
a lot of the players that are injured wouldn't have probably played tomorrow anyway.
True.
Because you're gonna have some form of rotation, even though it's Tottenham and it's the semi-final.
Yeah,
always gotta have rotation for cup games anyway.
I agree with you. So then let's wrap our head around this. The predicted lineup tomorrow. We're gonna start
using a different one now.
No, this is the one we've been using.
This is different to what you normally use.
No, it's the same one. I just changed the pitch from grass to like that.
No, it isn't. Normally you have the thing down the side and you have it by position and you type it in.
Oh, this looks nice.
What you have been using. This might be a better one because then you don't get confused because of
you
on
don't
the
get
side.
You don't get to pick it. You could just type it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I didn't even know. Probably, yeah.
It's a different one.
You don't really need to type the full name. You can just type short. So this is good.
So Kepa, we got Kepa in there, guys.
You gotta get rid of Courtois. Yeah, Kepa. Also got to change your formation.
Turn to 3-4-2-1. Yeah, 3-4-2-1.
3-4-2-1, 3-4-3, whatever. It's only 3-4-3. Go 3-4-3.
Is that the only one?
It's two below.
Yeah, there you go.
That's 2-3.
No, that's 2. I said 3. What the hell am I doing? 3-4-3. 3-4-3.
That's it.
That's the only one.
I thought I saw 3-4-2. 3-4-2-1 earlier on.
We could do that one then.
I don't know. Just do that. It's the same anyway.
No problem. It's okay.
Pretty much almost the same.
Hold on. Let me.
What
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change that.
Because the length of the name and
Yeah.
stuff, it looks weird.
Can you
Yeah.
zoom in? Because I can't see the whole thing.
Hold on.
Off of it for a moment.
I've gone off from it. Let me bring the other one that I think we've been using out. Because I don't remember using this one. I think it's the one I've been using. Yeah, I think this.
Let's see.
In a minute. Either 2, 4, 4, 1. It is. I don't think so. Not this. No, I'm messing around over here. Come on, Jonathan. Oh, the same crap again. I brought the same crap again. Yeah, let's talk about something else whilst I work about this. Whilst I work on this.
I'll be back in a sec. I'm just go quickly grab a drink while she sort that out.
Yeah, Jerome, get it back to you. I'm gonna. I got this simple question for you. Should Lukaku be sold after all this mess? Would they have said Lukaku being sold? Get him out of the club. If you're not confident.
I don't think selling Lukaku as of right now would be the smartest move in the world.
Even though he's not banging in the goals.
I mean, he before he got dropped to Liverpool, he got 2 games in a row. So, we'll see what happens. I think he needs to score about 15 goals in all competitions from now till May. About 15 would do the trick, I think, for now. He needs to just start scoring goals a bit, and talking on the pitch. That's all I can say. There's no point.
Need to start scoring.
I'm so very happy to sell him. You'd be happy to sell him, right?
No, Fabrizio Romano said even before the video came out, he said,
Yeah.
he said there's no way he's getting sold, even though he said he was unhappy until the interview came out. So Sky Sports said that he will be staying after the clear air talks with Thomas Tuchel. So I guess according to that, he's not my favorite player, but unfortunately,
It's the middle one.
Yeah.
he's staying our club.
So then who do we have in our centre back? Is Thiago Silva taking part in the game tomorrow?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably
yes.
because of the injury.
Even the injuries, I would say he probably
I
does.
think. Look, you see,
Silva
the
plays
game against
in the
Tottenham
central one.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Silva plays in central midfield, defense.
Okay. So we have Kepa in there. Then we have Thiago Silva.
The wrong one for the middle. That will be the left or the right one. The middle one is the bottom of the centre backs.
The last one.
I'm looking at a different thing. There's a C.
Go to the one directly above goalkeeper. That's the central one.
Hold on. Yeah,
This
that's
one.
it. That's it.
There you are.
Thiago Silva
Second one.
right there. Yeah. So then who do we have? Chalobah is not going to feature in the game tomorrow. We have Rudiger.
Yeah.
Rudiger will be in there.
Aspi Malangsa. So Aspi on the right and Malangsa.
Yeah, Aspi and Saar, that was it. So that one is Gorby Saar because that's the left-hand side one.
So we're not playing Rudiger in this big game. Antonio Conte.
I prefer Rudiger.
I prefer Rudiger, but I also think he'll probably be rotated.
No, but
a big player getting injured.
Yeah, but this weekend, we also have a cup match. That is not that difficult. We can do that wholesale.
But at the same time, just because we got a cup game on the weekend, don't mean
we get
rotate him out because if we play him and he gets injured. It doesn't mean it's an injury that keep him out for like.
This what I'm gonna think. This what I'm gonna think about here. I'm not cutting you off. This is what I'm kind of vary. I'm weighing this. We play in the London derby. Tottenham always want to make history from Chelsea. Chelsea also wants to make history from Tottenham all the time. But then our cup game we're playing is not as big as the one we're playing tomorrow. So why don't you play Rudiger and then play Melansa in the cup game during the weekend? What do you guys think?
I'm worried
Yeah, that's
about risking further injuries to big
Yes,
players. That's
if
what
the
I'm worried
manager
about.
plays him, we are gonna have to deal with it. But for us, I don't.
These are semifinals. This is the semifinals. We can't play with.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not
There's two
opposed
legs.
to Rudiger playing.
Okay.
I think injury management wise, we would be wise not to play Rudiger.
Yeah.
But look, you can't tell if a player is going to get injured. He will get injured. A player can come in 5 minutes to go, and he's going to get injured. He's going to get injured. You get what I'm saying? You can bring a player in as soon as the game starts. He can be injured and it's out.
You see, the problem is that look.
Yeah.
Of course, if it were any stage like the latter or the earlier stages of this competition,
Yeah.
we would have understood that. But we are so deep into the competition, we
Get
have
to the finals.
opportunity to win a trophy.
Right.
We have an opportunity to win a trophy. So I believe that we need to put our best players as much as possible in there, because I know Tottenham will do the same thing. They
At
need
least
to put their best players.
best players. At least somebody's even agreeing with me on the chat. Chelsea perspective agree with
Yes.
me. So
Malang Sarr is not that reliable. For me, I fear against Tottenham, Malang Sarr, I don't trust him that much. So Rudiger plays, then he gets his rest.
on this in the weekend, this weekend, the Melansa can play that game. Then the finals, we get ready. Really get ready for the final. So this is a do and die. This is the way that we can also get a trophy if we can win the Premier League. This is a Carabao Cup should pay another way for us before we even think about the World Club competition. So yeah, at least somebody could hear me making sense over here. Maybe Steven think I'm not making sense. Great time, showtime. Whatever, brother. Join us over here. I don't know. Join us on the chat. You're already in the group, so
You're not making sense.
Steven don't want to play Rudiger. He's worried about the injury. But like I said,
Got too many
I guess
defensive injuries. This is the thing.
it's true.
yeah,
Our
but
defense is actually done in.
what I'm saying is you can bring it.
Done.
Yeah, we can bring a player in, and even 5 minutes to go, he can just jump in the air and landed on the wrong foot. Then that's an injury. So you can't really tell. If you're worried about injury, you can't play all your players. You can't play them at all because you don't know when the injury is going to set in. So play your best when it's necessary. When it's not necessary, you don't play them. This is the semifinals, and the next stage will be the finals close to a trophy, to win the trophy. So we have to play our best that we have now that are not injured. You know, if he gets a little bit of injury, we can rest him for the next weekend game, and then use Malang Sarr. You know, I hope.
If Rudiger plays, this would be the fourth game he's started in.
He's playing too much.
About 8 days. The fourth game in 8 days he would have started.
The thing is, some of us, the centre backs we're playing with, like now, they're playing too much football, and that's the problem because of the injuries. I feel bad for them.
Is it Aspi? I'm trying to get his
No
name.
correction, it'd be the fourth game and 90 minutes he'll get in 10 days. That's still
Exactly. Too much football for either of them.
So you guys don't insist that they rest him. Aspilicueta get rest.
His energy for the whatever game he's got.
I'm on about Rudiger.
We have to play one of them. That's the thing. So we're gonna have to knock out Rudiger.
As P's played.
Am I getting the right name? Is it not AZ or AS?
AZ.
AZ, yeah. AZ SP?
AZPI.
AZPI.
PI, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
SP.
See how UK people sounded Z. In America here we don't say Z, we say Z. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So I was like AZ. In Ghana also they say Z. I'm sure Nigerians also say Z. But when they come to here America, they make their own stupid English. Say Z, so kind of stupid English. But yeah. you got to get along. You got to understand what they are saying. So yeah. We got the midfield. Are we going with the same? Are we doing without Jorginho? Going with the same players intensity in this game without Jorginho?
I'd rest Kante, Kovacic, and play Jorginho and
Kovacic.
Loftus, I think.
In this game?
I'll
Yeah.
do
They play 90 minutes.
Let me know what the chat are saying, guys. In the chat, let me know. Great show. Kwesi, Chelsea's perspective. Who do you guys want your pivot to be? The more I get down there, then I'll pick one from you guys. If you guys, the more votes I have, if it's Aspilicueta and Aspilicueta and then Kovacic or Kovacic and Jorginho, I want to know the pair. Who do you guys think we should put in that pivot tomorrow in the midfield? Let me know, guys. Bring it out. Let me know.
I'll take Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic.
Yeah.
There's the reason. There's the big reason. Because of the sort of wing backs we play.
Okay.
For me, I always emphasize that the wing backs. So we need proper protection and solidity behind them. They need to be comfortable. They need to know that they have some assurance at the back. So if you have Loftus-Cheek, who is a bit physical, much more physical than Jorginho, and in fact, Jorginho has played a lot of matches, so he needs lots of rest. He needs to rest. So Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic. Kovacic needs that game time to be able to build his fitness. So Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic wouldn't be a bad pair. N'Golo Kante will be well protected because he's now being injury prone.
Yeah.
So I will take Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic. This should be decent.
This is gonna be very difficult. It looks like everybody had his own pivot. Everybody, I'm having what do you guys make? Sa will play and Saul and so will Saul. Great show said Saul and Sa will play. I'm not so sure, but we'll yet to see. But this the pivot. Yeah, the pivot is becoming very challenging over here. Kwesi has Kwesi from the chat, not Kwesi in the panel. Kwesi from the chat said Kante and Kovacic, and then Chelsea perspective says Jorginho and Kante. And then Kwesi in the panel also gave up who was yours?
Cheek and Kovacic.
Yeah, he will also went with Rubin and then Kovacic. It's gonna be difficult. I'm not sure who. The more okay, let me know what Hams Master Hams. What's yours? The pivot. Those two.
Yeah, the thing is, Loftus-Cheek just came back, so I'll probably rest Kante because he's injury prone. So I'll probably play Jorginho and Kovacic.
I don't think Ruben is gonna start anyway. Kwesi. I don't think Ruben is not gonna start. So that this combination here, there's a problem with this combination. Ruben is coming from injury. He's yeah. There's gonna be a problem with this combination. So this combination is out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Kante is out. Or Kovacic, sorry, Kovacic is out because I don't think Thomas Tuchel will be starting Ruben when he's coming from injury. He hasn't played in so many games, about 4 games. He hasn't taken part of in 4 games. So that competition is out. We're sticking with one from Chelsea perspective, Jorginho, Kante. Hams Master said Kovacic and Jorginho. Thank you, Hams. Yeah. Hams is going with Kovacic and Jorginho. Rest Kante, Kovacic and Jorginho. We've seen that pair. It looks like Cover is back with a lot of energy, and we know he's driving force from the midfield to the attack. So that will be a very good combination. Also, let me see. Steven, what's your combination here? Steven. Hams already said his. He typed his down there, so I know what Hams is all about.
I think Jorginho plays. I don't know who plays with him. Hopefully not Sal, because if Sal plays, I might just leave the stadium. The thing is, you think I'm joking? I'll be very tempted. So it wouldn't be worth the.
Kwesi said that this is a tough match and we cannot slack. We need to win the first leg. Absolutely. If you're gonna have the one leg in the finals, we have to win this specific game. Kwesi mean business. Kwesi won't be happy if we have to play around with this game. putting in Malansa, who is always very erratic. So yeah, we're very worried about the midfield, the pivot. Steven said Jorginho, and who is the next player to pair with him?
Just try and check something.
Go on, Steven. Let's go, Steven. Let's go, Steven.
I don't know. It's difficult because Kante and Kovacic have both not long been back from injury. That's the
Okay. So, Steven is muted. Steven is muted. I'm gonna come up with the.
Oh, I knocked it.
Oh.
My bottle dropped and hit the bloody pad on my laptop to mute me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult because it's between Kante and Cover, and I don't know because both are only just coming back from injury. So, whatever the majority already is, just go with that.
Yeah, I don't even have the majority winning over here.
Go with your own one, Lizzo. Then.
No, I can't go with mine. That's not fair. It is for the fans. It's for the viewers. I have to see more.
Are we all saying
you.
Jorginho? Then are we all
Yeah.
saying Jorginho?
Yeah, everyone is saying. A lot of people are saying Kovacic and Jorginho. So it looks like we will be going with Cover and Jorginho.
We'll do that.
If the majority saying
And
Cover,
Kante is also in. Kante, there's more name for Kante. Kante also have a name here from Kwesi also gave a Kante, and then just a perspective also give Kante, but Kwesi don't have Jorginho. But Steven also have Jorginho. So I have had two different. I think we'll be going with Jorginho. The second one you have to fight for. So we know.
I'm gonna say Kovacic. I'd rather rest Kante because
risk Kante.
I'd rather not play Kante because Kante since Sari's been more susceptible to injuries, and I'd rather have him long term. Whereas Kovacic, yes, he's coming off of injury, but he's not had as bad an injury history. Whilst he's been at Chelsea, whereas since Sari's been at Chelsea when he was here, he's had a bad history of injuries. So just chuck Kovacic.
You want call? Okay. So guys in the chat, do you guys agree with go with Kovacic? I think Kovacic will do us a good favor. Kante can come in the second half and either replace Jorginho. Yeah. So do you guys agree we start with Kovacic, right? Cover.
Yeah. Zion.
Yes, sir.
You see, when I'm choosing the players to fill up,
I
also try to look at the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I feel like Tottenham are very, very strong. Like they are very physical.
Okay.
So it's important that the players you choose will be the right fit. Because if you are going to choose someone like Jorginho, of course, Jorginho is a good player. But I've always stated that there are certain players who are supposed to be there who protects him from being bullied. So, of course, everybody has his opinion, okay?
Yeah.
But if it's Jorginho we are starting with, for me, I'm scared, but no problem. It's no problem.
But do you also want to risk the injury and precaution? I mean, the carrying the injury from Kante's knee, the knee ligament.
Came back for like one game, and then the game after he done
That's
it again.
That's why I didn't choose Kante. I chose Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic.
And Ruben also just got back from injury. You don't want to start a player like that. When the players go for a couple of days out with injury, before you bring them in, you don't give them a 90 minutes or 45 minutes. You give them probably about 30 minutes. And those players comes in
Ruben earlier, and then I looked at how many games he missed. He's missed about 5-6 games.
Yeah, and then those players comes in the second half.
That's true, but Havertz started our game for us.
Mm-hmm.
How many matches did he play?
We literally had no choice.
With Havertz,
he performed well.
Reasons.
Yeah, but he performed well. So you cannot also, what do you call it? Nail down on the fact that the person comes from injury.
Yeah.
Do not do well. I remember Kante came from injury.
Okay.
He hadn't played. He played against, was it Wolverhampton or Brentford? One of the matches.
Yeah.
He came inside and he changed the game. You understand? So it might depend on player to player.
And also it depend on what the physio comes out with. assessing them prior before the game
Yeah.
because they have a physical condition prior to the game. So I think everybody's hoping for Jorginho. So then let's go in for Kante. Not Kante, Kovacic, because his performance against Liverpool was outstanding. It's not just the goal, but then he dominate play.
Just quickly, I'm just seeing this now from Sam Inkosol. I think he's a Chelsea correspondent.
Mhm.
Tuchel has confirmed Chelsea will fine Romelu Lukaku for his interview. Yes, there will be some discipline actions. Of course, he will accept it. What happened. It is not a small thing, but it is not the biggest thing.
Okay. Say that again, Stephen. Say that again. I wasn't paying attention.
Sam Inkosol, or however you say his name, says that Thomas Tuchel has confirmed Chelsea will fine Romelu Lukaku for the interview. Yes, there will be some discipline action, of course, and he will accept it. Happened. It is not a small thing, but it is also not the biggest thing. That's a direct quote.
I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Some amount
It
of money.
says he's going to be fined. That's what it says.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah, because you can't keep him on the sideline without playing. He's already gone through one already against Liverpool. So the next one will be he'll be hit with maybe 200,000 or 100,000 to pay, and that will be accepted. That will be acceptable for his punishment. So yeah, right wing back, right back. Is it right back or right wing back? Right wing back.
Wing back, Hudson-Odoi.
Call
Yeah.
Yeah, Hudson-Odoi.
Wrong place.
Huh?
Hudson-Odoi.
Call okay.
Spelled it wrong. Callum, but just put Hudson-Odoi.
You put Hudson-Odoi.
Hudson, Hud H Hudson.
There you go.
Callum and CA. So now we're gonna go to left left side. Who do we put over there? Christian? No. Oh no. Alonso. Yeah, he's gonna be Alonso or someone coming from the academy.
Oh,
I think it'd be
Yes,
Alonso.
Harvey Vale.
Harvey Vale.
Has come from.
No.
Yes.
You don't put Vale at wing back for this.
This is a big game.
I've been
Very
trying
big
to
game.
complete that too.
If you're gonna play Harvey Vale, you'll play him further.
Front three, guys. Front three. Let me know what you guys think also in the chat. Front three. Timo Werner. Is Timo Werner ready? I know he's in training.
He said he'll get minutes off the bench, is what he said.
Okay, so he's not gonna start. The Timo.
Who's the who's the
For
other
me,
one?
I think it has to be Barkley, Lukaku, and Ziyech. I think that has to be it
Yeah,
because then you can rest Pulisic and you can rest Mount. You can rest Havertz.
Barkley.
So Lukaku, Ziyech, and
On the left hand side.
Whatever way you do it, I would have Barkley, Ziyech as the wider players, and then Lukaku through the middle.
on the right.
For me,
It don't matter because they're
for me-
probably gonna rotate the wider players anyway.
yes. For me, yes, I'll start with Lukaku. Then I'll start with if there is a Werner, I'll start with Werner.
Yeah.
No, he's
I
already
wish I
said
could
he'll
start
get
Havertz.
minutes, but he won't start.
No, it's been declared that Werner will start from the bench. He's not starting.
We got Pulisic, should probably be rested. Mount is, I don't know what Mount.
Mount would rest as well because he's playing a lot at the moment.
Oh yeah, so Pulisic is probably gonna be rested as well.
But was forced into starting, so he'll get rested.
Yeah.
He's either one of
But
them.
look, I want to like, aside from the resting and other things, we want to look at the tactical aspect of the game, like what will
I
help
get what
bring the
you're
best
saying.
out of
I get what you're
players.
saying, but
right?
also this will be our fourth game in about 10 days. Mount has played more than those games.
Mason Mount. We can rest Mason Mount. Can come from second bench.
I understand. I wasn't planning to use Mason Mount.
Okay.
This is how I want my front three to be like. So I would have Lukaku. Like I'll have Havertz. And I'll have someone like in the mode of Pulisic. Yes, in the mode of Pulisic who can run into channels and other things. I wish Timo Werner too would be available. Well, I was thinking about something or a style that would fit.
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Yes, Lukaku.
Yeah.
Lukaku put
I'll do-
Ziyech. Yeah.
I think
I
have,
still wouldn't
so-
play. I still wouldn't play Pulisic.
yes.
Is that what you think,
I-
boy?
Yes, I understand that one, but
No, Pulisic has played at least 45 minutes since the 16th of January. That's 1, 2, 3,
Lukaku
4,
plays.
5, 6 games. That's 6 games he's played at least 45 minutes in. It'd be 20 days. 6 games, 20 days is what? Near enough every 3 days.
Yeah.
So we start with the Christian Pulisic or Barkley. Are we starting Christian? Christian is setting to play well. He's match fit.
Yes, you put him on the left hand side.
Yeah,
Christian on the left hand side.
Christian on the left hand side.
But 6 games, 20 days would actually
don't wanna see
it'd be 7 games, 20
You can
days, wouldn't it?
remember we can play Christian in this tough game and then rest Christian on the weekend playing the other cup game.
I'm worried because how frequently he gets injured at Chelsea. This is the thing.
Well, he hasn't been. I mean, he's missed a lot of games. So if you have him, why don't we use him? And he's healthy.
He hasn't missed a lot of games this season.
Yeah. So we'll put Christian on the right hand side. I'm sure Christian will play.
On the left hand.
Yeah, he plays better on the left hand side. Yeah, he plays. He
Yeah.
plays better on the left hand side.
But on the right hand side, I'm thinking of someone.
Yeah.
Right side, I have to be Ziyech.
Has to be Ziyech, the magician.
On the right side.
Not the magician.
Uh-oh.
The wizard.
I wouldn't prefer Ziyech. For me, I wouldn't prefer Ziyech.
Are you looking for
Not the
tactics?
I'm not the biggest Ziyech fan, yeah. But
I wouldn't prefer
you've got to
Ziyech.
think
I'll
about
prefer
this
Havertz.
logically. You can still have
Havertz on
like
the
your
right?
Havertz, your Mounts, and all them on the bench.
Is Ziyech coming in? Is Ziyech coming in this game?
I would play him.
Would.
Probably play him.
I would have preferred Havertz. Havertz.
No. Havertz only played his first minutes in the last game.
Yeah.
It was the
I
first
would have
minutes
preferred
he's
Havertz.
got. No, you're not
What?
getting it. He played
He's only
78 minutes
good in the
last
full
game,
time.
yeah.
Mhm.
He literally hadn't played for like 8 games before that.
Okay, I understand that one. But,
Oh,
like I
correction.
wanted
1, 2,
someone.
3. Sugar.
You see,
1, 2, 3, 4,
Zion.
5.
Yeah.
He's been injured on
There's
the
the
bench
point
for
I want
5
to make.
games, and then he played 78 minutes. It's not good.
Look,
Yeah.
there's the point I want to make. A lot of us are saying that Lukaku, we've not been able to get the best out of Lukaku.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to create a sort of balance in the front three that would bring the best out of Lukaku. That is why I wanted Havertz. But okay, let's say we choose Ziyech. Okay, I think they have some similarities. Okay,
Yeah, Ziyech also creates. Go ahead, Kwesi. Sorry.
From Dead Bulls.
What I would have wanted is, instead of Lukaku being our target man, we use one of the midfielders as the target man. You understand? So that Lukaku would rather face the defender, the central defender. One
Go ahead.
of them.
Cutting out.
In that way, that is when you see Lukaku uses power and strength alongside the Pulisic and the Werner.
Yeah, we'll be coming with a predicted lineup very soon, Kwesi.
So the predictor lineup.
Yeah.
So that's what we are doing.
No, I'm not talking to you. We got 2 Kwesis here.
He's on about the one in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm getting confused here. So that's what I feel. If Hakim Ziyech can execute that role, I feel like if Hakim Ziyech plays, I'd rather make Hakim Ziyech the target man. It is a tactic that we want to experiment ahead of the City game. Because I feel that tactic will work. Imagine we have that target man on someone like Rodri.
Yeah.
Not the centre back, but on Rodri. So we target that person. Then he'll just dish out the passes. Look for players who are available to create for us, like Kovacic and the wing backs.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how
Say
I
that.
wanted a front
You
three
say
to
that,
be
but
like.
then look at the last two
Mhm.
games Lukaku played.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I miss this.
And
I
he
miss
scored in
this.
both games.
Oh, sorry, I missed this lineup from Kwesi earlier on. He said I kindly check my predicted lineup. He came up with Kepa Arrizabalaga in post, Rudiger on the left hand side, Thiago Silva in the middle, Aspilicueta on the right hand side, Kalemos Nodoy up I think on the he's part of his lineup, and Alonso also in there. Christian Pulisic in there. Kante, he has Kante, which we don't have Kante in our mix here. We have Kovacic also in there. Mount, he has Mount and Lukaku. He has Mount and Lukaku. We don't have Mount and we don't have Kante. Those are the players that we're missing from his predicted lineup. But then his lineup is also very good lineup. Very good lineup. I mean, whichever lineup we go with, we should have our best players in there to face Spurs. Because I'm telling you, Spurs will be coming in with all their best players. They haven't won a trophy in only God knows how many years. They win. That's what I'm saying. They're going to come out with their big players. So we have to come out with all our big minerals, the players that we have to face them squarely, boot to boot.
Last trophy was 2008 League Cup. This
When they beat
exact
us.
tournament against Chelsea. Jonathan Woodgate header.
Yeah. So he went with Mason Mount. Are we resting Mason Mount or we starting Mason Mount in this game? He's not been playing well. He's not been playing well. So we rest him and coming with another creative player, ZH.
I think Nizan, I don't think he's not playing well. He might be doing a job, which we don't.
ZI, not ZY.
ZIY.
Other way. Yeah. ZIY.
Yeah.
You've now not got the
Norwich tax.
ECH. Oh,
Yeah.
screw your tax bullshit, man.
I've been saying it. Mount's not been playing well. Norwich tax.
Thank you, Steven.
Nah,
Yeah.
not even.
For me, you see, this is what I want to see. There are some things
It's
that fans
unfairly
want.
slated, in my opinion.
You say?
The glory hunter, man. It's ridiculous.
Look, there are some things that fans want to see.
But see,
Most of the time that, yeah.
No, you go ahead. I was asking to Kwesi Chair, what do you think of Mount? We're going for Z instead of Mount. The reason why we're doing that is Mount has not been really playing well. You can tell he's playing. He has so many games. Yeah, he has so many games under his belt. Probably fatigue is setting in. He might be tired. So we would think that one way or the other we can start ZH in this game with his creativity, and then he has a very good cross in him that he can whip those crosses out for Lukaku up there to use his head. I'm not so sure about Christian Pulisic putting in cross. I'm not so sure he's also going to create. But a lot of crosses also be coming from Alonso and also Matthew Kovacic will also be setting forward to create. So in the midfield, we have some good balance there. We have physicality in the midfield with Kovacic, and also, I mean, if you're under pressure, Jorginho can do that for us there in the midfield, and also good experience from Rudiger, Silva, Aspilicueta. Good experience there. Those guys are very good. Kepa also, no doubt, he's also a good player that can fill in for Mendy. So what do you guys?
This just proves why Mount needs a rest. Yeah? The last 10 games that Chelsea have played, he's got 90 minutes in 9 of those games. The other game, he got 26 minutes.
Oh, wow.
That proves he needs a rest.
I agree.
Yeah. Like I say, he's not been playing well. He's not been playing well. Too many games.
He got 26 minutes in was Brentford, which was, 4 games ago? Those other 9 games in that 10 game span, he got 90 minutes.
So this is our predicted lineup. I'm sure
goals in that span, by the way.
Let me download this lineup and I'll post it.
Or in the last 10 games.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that this lineup should be capable of beating Spurs tomorrow. They should be capable of beating Spurs tomorrow.
Should be.
It should be.
Should be.
All right. So yeah, this is the lineup for us. We're gonna end that. I'm gonna close the lineup or whatever I'm gonna call it, and then bring the panel back on here. So yeah, guys, it's been a long stream. I don't even know how long we've been
About
streaming. Probably it's over an
about
hour.
an hour 15 minutes.
An hour 15 minutes.
It's 11:15. So.
Yeah, VJ said it's a very good lineup. Thank you, VJ. Thank you, VJ. If also if you're watching us from wherever you are, we hope that you're enjoying your new year, and then share and like the video. And so VJ, thank you very much for staying in with us. And Quissy, much appreciated to you, brother, for staying in for that long and contributing to the stream. Just a perspective on us, another great guy, brother. Great time, showtime. I don't know why he couldn't join the. I know he's been having difficulties joining the live stream. He could have joined us on the panel. Here behind the scenes, and also VJ Quissy, the MJ, the GOAT, another Chelsea, Manchester fan who is joining us here. He said it's no more a Manchester United fan. I mean, I don't know what you guys are gonna do with a 4-2-2-2-2-22.2222. I don't know how you guys are gonna play with that. That's a difficult style to play with. Formation 4-2-2.22.22. I don't know.
Difficult formation.
Contradicted formation, confusing formation. Ralph Ranick, he said he's going to change English football. Huh?
4-2-2 isn't a hard formation. It's having the right players to play the formation. And
Exactly.
like I said yesterday, United don't have the right players for it.
Are you sure, Steven? 4-2-2.22. I mean 2-2-2.22.
This guy
That's formation.
said the 4-2-2.
Yeah.
Said it the right way.
Yeah.
Just taking the mid, out of
No, Steven, I'm for real. 4-2-2.2.222. How do you play with that formation?
It's only happened.
At this point, you may as well go for.
If you draw a line, it's like an English cross. English cross.
It only happened at Manchester United. 4-2-2.2.2.22.
2 plus 2.
2.2, yeah, 2.2 players. Victor.
They could have had about 14 players on the pitch the other day. They still wouldn't have won.
Exactly.
You could tell that Wolves had the momentum. They were dictating. It's just like a boxing match. Let me tell you, when you have a boxing match and the opponent first round, you have one boxer giving you the hard shots from the first round, then the fighter should know that you're losing the game, because he's already putting fear in you. So the first round can tell. Yes, sir.
Just quickly, so there's another bit of information coming out on how they dealt with the Lukaku situation. Tuchel's quoted as saying, the way we dealt with it, Petar meaning Petr Cech and Marina meaning Marina Granovskaya.
Okay.
And me obviously meaning Thomas Tuchel. Very calm and very quick and very open. So easy to deal with it.
So it looks like the way it sounds in the dressing room is not the way.
Still more coming out. I will send it to you guys in the group and whatnot, and then we could go over it, because there's still more coming out now.
Wolves had 15 shots in the first half, but overall had 19. So
No.
Yeah, guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, do me a favor, follow me, and I'll put those news coming out in my Twitter feed. I'll tweet it, and then if you subscribe, you can get your notification. You could get something from me. If I know everybody got his own source where we get our sources from, but yeah, it won't hurt to get more from Blue Clouds TV. So thank you guys for being here. I mean, it's been a long stream, and then a long stream, there's always everything. There's always an end. I want to thank you all once again. Enjoy your new year. Much appreciated for everyone that's tuned in for over an hour, sitting down talking about our football club that we all love, Chelsea football. We'll probably see what's going on with Jerome later. Thank you, Quissy, for being here. I hope your Accra House of Folk team wins again instead of drawing all the time. And then Quissy, Steven, we'll talk behind the scene. More about the match day vlog, guys. We'll be having a match day vlog over here on the platform. Let you know.
Connection wants to hold up this time.
Yeah, we hope that the connection is much better this time. We don't lose connection, and then we're gonna have more Tottenham fans. Steven will interview more Tottenham fans on the platform here on Blue Clouds TV. So yeah, if you want to know what Tottenham fans are talking about, how they're thinking of the game at Stamford Bridge, stay tuned. So get your notification icon ready so you can tune in for the fan reaction. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for the watch along. Leo Desperandos, like I said, I'm going to hope. See you again.